Gerald McCoy, 11 years in the NFL, a 6-time Pro Bowler. So you watched Dak. In 2 weeks, Dak was awful and great. And,
right.
I mean, you got a different quarterback. So let me ask you this, Gerald. Is it play calling? Is it game plan? It is unique that you can be your worst as a pro and your best as a pro in 7 games. What did you see with Dak on Monday that what do you think? I mean, that's as good as I've seen him play. Why did it all come together?
Well, first off, thanks for having me. Great seeing you guys again. What I seen Monday, because I was there, unfortunately, and it was it was a sad day in Tampa. But what I seen the most is his resiliency. Dak said in an interview prior to the game that they asked him, okay, so how do you get over the 7 games straight of the interceptions? And he said, just mindset, take care of the football. And that's what he did, man. He took what Tampa gave him. They started out in the zone, they tried to go man, and he just took what they gave him, man. He had so much time to get the ball out, and I think that's really what it was, man. The pass rush just really wasn't getting home for Tampa. And he just took advantage of it, and they just opened up the playbook. And I think if they can continue this moving forward, then they got a real shot. Now, the test is going to be if he can do the same thing with the rush that's coming at him in San Fran.
Let me ask you, the Cowboys kind of got hosed. So San Francisco was done by 4 p.m. Saturday. Dallas didn't even get home till 3 a.m. Tuesday. In your career, are there advantages to not having a ton of prep time? Because they're going to go in, Gerald, with a 24-hour or a 48-hour prep disadvantage. Does that worry you? Or at this point in the season, do you kind of know what you are? What do you make of that? Is it hard to overcome?
Yeah, I don't think it's the prep that's the problem. I think the NFL has the best coaches and players. Obviously, that's why it's the highest level. So they're able to prep with the time they have. I honestly believe it's the recovery of the body. That was a tough, hard-fought game. Dallas brought it. They brought it on Monday, man. They played extremely physical, and that was really the difference in the game, how physical they were. And now you going up against a team that's one of the most, if not the most physical team in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
It's really the test of whether you can recover well. I don't think it's the preparation. I think they're going to be well prepared. You know what San Francisco is. You know what they can do. You still face it. I mean, as great as Purdy has played, he's still a rookie quarterback. So, Shanahan's only going to do so much.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's the preparation. I think it's more of your body recovering and able to do it all over again in a short amount of time. We
were just showing Mike McCarthy, and I said, when you get an early reputation in your life, it is hard to overcome. Forever, Tom Brady was viewed as a system quarterback. And even at the end, a lot of people thought that. Then he left New England, and he was the system. But he, as the GOAT, literally heard that over and over, because early in his career, he was a system quarterback for the first 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, he was.
So McCarthy got a reputation in Green Bay that Aaron was winning despite McCarthy. But if you put up his division titles, his playoff record, and his winning percentage, it's equal. Tomlin, Harbaugh, Pete Carroll, Andy Reid, and he's got a Super Bowl. So he's one of those guys that got an early label, and now he's struggling to overcome it. He's a darn good coach. It's right up there with Andy Reid winning, even without Aaron Rodgers. He's a better coach statistically than Belichick without Brady. So my takeaway is you've been in the room. You know Mike McCarthy. He's doing something right, whether the media likes him or not. What did you find to be his strength as a coach?
I think the biggest misconception about Coach McCarthy, which I love Coach McCarthy. I had an opportunity to play for him at the Pro Bowl, and then I was actually, in the room with him when he was preparing the team. The biggest misconception that I see that a lot of media says is he doesn't reach the team, or they're tuning him out, or he doesn't know how to get them prepared. And that's wrong, man. When he speaks and he talks, he has a way about presenting things to the players that he simplifies it and he makes it very easy to digest. and he has a way of going about it, not just showing like statistics and how things work, but he'll say, this is what we're going to do, and this is why we're doing it, and this is why it works. And I believe getting the right pieces in the room, the leadership in that locker room is why it's working. Along with guys just wanting to play for this guy, man. And Coach McCarthy, man, that's a horrible misconception that I see all the time that, oh, his pregame speeches or what he says to the players doesn't make sense, or he doesn't have them prepared because he's not reaching them. And no, he's doing something right. All this winning they doing it now. So, yeah, that's just a horrible misconception, and I want to kill that today. Coach McCarthy is a great coach, and he really reaches those guys, and that's why he can get the most out of them, man. A lot of things they put on him where the team may not play well. They say, oh, well, the coach did this and the coach did that. Listen, his coaching style is what it is. But I've been in those rooms. I've been in those team meetings. I've been in those defensive meetings, and I've sat and talked to him one-on-one. Coach McCarthy knows how to reach men, and he knows how to get them prepared and ready to play.
So I didn't love that Lamar Jackson was not in Cincinnati with his team. I don't like when he goes to Instagram, but I would pay him because I think he's dynamic, and there's about 7 truly dynamic quarterbacks in the league. Kirk Cousins is good. I don't think he's dynamic. Lamar's dynamic. But it has been weird. It's the Instagram stuff. How do you think, it's such a quarterback-driven sport, would it bother you that he didn't go to Cincinnati? Would that bother you?
No, not as a teammate, because you know what he's been, who he is, and when you're in the room with somebody or in the locker room or you sit down to eat with them all the time, you know who these people are. So it would bother me if that's who he was. Oh, I'm a loner. I'm about me. I'm about this, man. Lamar Jackson has went out there numerous times when he's been hurt. And you've seen who he is and what he is. He came into the season without a contract, and he hasn't played like it. He hasn't acted like it, and because he takes shots here and there, signing, holding up a sign or, posting something on Instagram. It is what it is, man. He's a pro. And what more does he need to ship? First off, he came out of college, and a lot of teams say he was a receiver or a running back.
Right.
And he proved that he's a quarterback. He said, no, I'm a quarterback. And he proved it. Year 2, he won the MVP. He's won playoff games. He's taken his team to playoff multiple times. He had his team in the number 1 seed before he got hurt. And a lot of people say, oh, he don't have weapons. Well, the running game is this and that. And he still's the number 1 seed. I don't know. He's doing this year in and year out. Yes, at some point, it's going to boil over, and you're going to do what you feel is necessary for them to get the message. Hey, look, I should be paid.
Right.
But as a player in the locker room, I think everybody in that locker room feels like, I think J.K. Dobbins, was it, that said something like, if we had Lamar Jackson, we would have won. I think that's more a shot at, Baltimore, instead of people taking it as a shot at the second-string quarterback, because it's more like, if you would have paid this dude, we don't know. There's a lot of speculation that he's not coming in because he hasn't got paid.
Right.
Or he could miraculously be healed if he got paid. I think they're saying, hey, that guy deserves to be paid and he should have been here.
Yeah.
And I in the locker room, as a player that's been in these locker rooms, we feel like if this guy's been doing this and we know the type of teammate and player he is, pay him his money.
Right.
And it's really the team's fault that he's not here. So we're more looking at the team like, pay him so he can be here with us.
Yeah. You look at, Tampa, you played there for, I think, 8 or 9 years. And you were at the game. And Brady, after the game at a press conference, he sounded like he was leaving. What do your guys say about Brady in Tampa? What do you make? Do you think Tom hangs it up, comes back? What are you hearing?
I don't know. Nobody knows. Tom is a mystery. All you know is that he loves his teammates, for sure. That's all I hear the most is he loves his teammates. He's all about his team, and he just wants to win. But outside of that, he's more of a mystery. You really don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
And, guys right now, they all up in arms themselves about what just happened to them. It was just a rough season. You go from being what we were when I was there, when we were up and down, a lot of down, and then you get the GOAT quarterback come in and you win immediately. I mean, you win, not just win, you win the Super Bowl immediately. And then the next year, you still keep winning. So when you come into this season, you expect the same thing. that whole losing weight is not even in your mind anymore. But then you have this season that they just had. Everybody's just kind of all over the place right now.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even know if more guys are thinking like, is Tom coming back, more than just like, shoot, what am I going to do? Because I don't even know who's going to be in the locker room next year, you know?
Yeah. Gerald McCoy, you did not, let's see. When's the last time you played?
September 13th of last year.
All right. Are you done? Are you retired?
Not yet.
Huh?
Not yet.
Okay. I'm just asking.
Hey, listen, I'm a mystery as well. Who knows? Hey, I tell you what, I love coming on the show, so anytime you call me, just know I'm picking up.
Gerald McCoy, good seeing you, my man. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.